I've been drinking water for some time, picking up the parts of all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why I can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. I've been seeing farther in dark skies, bringing me the fire, not the kind. Follow my heart, can't deny. Show you how I play my part. Ghosts in the night don't justify the love we lost, the love we hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on.
Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to TeamODZ Live. Ooh. Oh my. Well, Alpe again. It's Monday. Gonna go up on the Espada though. What? Yes. Again, upgrades done on the Espada. My Swift Play controller seems to be working again now. Recalibrated them yesterday. 6 minutes before I was due to set off to lead the group ride. My right one was just stuck steering right. Okay, wow. I guess that pace partner's got a few people riding around. So yeah, I had to recalibrate my rollers. I found a webpage that told you how. Right on from Shane. Thank you, Shane. And in big capital letters at the top of it, it said, "Only do this if Zwift tech support tells you to." Oh, whatever. Anything will be an improvement over what it's doing right now. We'll see how long it takes me to get up the Alpe on the Espada. Setting any records. Down through the Wiggles. Still on the Cannondale bike at the moment to get distance. At the bottom of the climb. And one climb. Doing Clyde. Switch bikes. That's all right on, Mike. All right on, Deb.
Saw you in a field of ice and snow, holding out your hand for me to go. Wasn't scared to see you, always knew it in my bones.
I'm a bit harder than I really want to. I wanted to catch this guy. Before I've got a coffee stop. I'd really like one with that guy. Ooh. Oh well. Young catching me again. Thank you, Stephanie. Thank you for the ride on. I've got about an hour and a half before I've got a meeting. Hours of riding until my first upgrade on the Espada. This is going to take forever. Oh well. C'est la vie. It's what it is. Well, I'm going to keep this pace up all the way up here. Let's see. Yeah, fairly quick one if I do, even though I'm slowed down by being on the Espada. Something else just joining. On my way up the Alpe. Again. So replaced my reverse osmosis water system yesterday. Couldn't get hold of the filters anymore for the old DuPont filter that we'd had. We've had that for 12 years. No. I thought it was going to be nice and straightforward. Disconnect these pipes, connect these pipes. Oh no. Faucet. Different diameter pipe. Oh, and I wanted to tee in the second tank. So now I've got 2 3-gallon tanks. Well, we shouldn't run out of water anymore. Gym and Works opens again today. I'll have to head in there. We've got a reason to take a look at some treadmills. Ooh, a minute away from a coffee stop. Stay with him for a bit. I'll try and stay with him for a minute. Might have a bite, for sure. One minute. Some other people catching me up as well. I've got 10 seconds now. My coffee stop there. I don't want to clag on to Pro here. I want Dennis. Now I've got to get past Crow. I need a break. I bet I have caught onto the guy behind me. No, pull me up. There we go. That'll do. Ooh. Where'd he go? Whee! That'll do nicely. Thank you. Grippy. Not that it matters. Colin won't let me through onto the apex of the corner. Back to 3. Our next coffee stop's going to be at 55 minutes thereabouts. Yeah, 2 for here. Yep, got on both. Ride-ons all round. Hey, Tiago. Thanks for liking the reel. I need to post the results from the ebb yet. Let's get that done. The game. Right on, Jordy. Come on, I'm halfway. Hey there, Raggy. Andy's help. Nice. Yeah, I'm going up on the Espada today. Got some time on that. I've got about 14.5 hours to the first upgrade on it. I've been using it on the TTTs. I really like it. The ride on Grace. I had to recalibrate my play controllers yesterday. The right one was stuck on. Found a Zwift web page that told you how to do it. At the top in capital letters it says, "Do not do this unless Zwift technical support tell you to." Oh, okay. Yeah, I can't remember how many the first one was. We'll have a look when I get to the top and bike swap. Don't know if it was 20 hours or what. Yeah. I've never had a connection problem. Turned braking off because I used to get stuck on braking. I remember one day I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't go any faster than 4 kilometers an hour because the brakes were stuck on. I eventually saw the brake light. And realised at that point what was going on. I've got an hour and 10 to a meeting. I should be at the top by then. I'm gonna cry if I'm not at the top by then. Barry! Hey, what how's you doing? How am I feeling right now? Oh, Barry, it's Monday. But I'm on the bike. Yeah. Well, we steer in the TTTs. In the ZRL, I use them for power-ups. But hey, ZRL, registration opens tomorrow. Hey. I could certainly do with a bit more speed, Barry. Oh. Yeah, we're halfway. Wow, I can imagine a PRL half race. Ouch. When I did the PRL full for the route badge, I did it over 2 days. There was good reason for that. Could I have done it in a day? Absolutely. But I just led the ODZ entry on Sunday morning before I rode the first half. So I'd already ridden 100 kilometers, then rode the first half, left my computer running overnight, finished it off the following day. I had London to myself because back then you couldn't access a world unless it was in rotation, and it was in rotation on Sunday but wasn't on Monday. I finished the PRL all on my own. I don't know whether I'll be keeping this pace up for the rest of the climb or not. We'll see. We'll try. Rollers are the answer, Barry. Rollers are always the answer. Got cold? Rollers. Got a cough? Rollers. Can't wake up in the morning? Rollers. Rick could tell you that your saddle needs adjusting, but nah, rollers. Riding on rollers will fix everything. That's it. We're down into the single digits now. On the turn numbers. Barry, I've done it live on stream. Haven't done it in a while. That was a couple of years ago. Had a couple of wobbly bits, but when you've ridden them for a while, you know it's coming. You've got a few seconds to be able to get a foot down. I do have a camera right there, pointing down at my rollers. I've never turned that roller cam on for quite some time. You should do it. Nick, who pops on here once in a while, he likened riding on rollers to like a duck. It's all calm and what have you on the top, but on the bottom, that's where the things go on. Which rollers do I use, Aggie? Andy Lawton Specials, of course. I made them. The Sportcrafters drums. Just a standard drum under the front wheel. A high inertia drum at the front of the rear wheel. And then a progressive resistance drum under the rear of the rear wheel. I made the frame. The frame's on rollerblade wheels, so it moves back and forth. Bungee cords inboard to centre it. So I can throw the bike around and the frame moves under me to soak up the movement. I made these at the beginning of 2017 and I've been riding them since. Cheers, Aggie. Yeah, so I have different cadences, Barry. Indoor and outdoor. Yeah, normally I'd be sitting lower than this. Indoors, 80 thereabouts, but outdoors, I'm quite happy around 100 RPM. So, smart rollers. I've ridden the True Trainer smart rollers. There is absolutely no way on earth that you can ride up the Alpe on 100% resistance, 100% trainer difficulty on the on smart rollers, because your wheels just aren't turning fast enough to give you the gyroscopic effect and keep you upright. The only way that I could even start to climb the Alpe was to turn them down to 50%. The thing I like about rollers is the freedom of movement. You know, your bike isn't clamped in place. You want to stand up, roll the bike side to side, you can. There's total freedom of movement, just like outdoors. They teach you stability as well. You have to be stable on rollers. And smoothness. They help you pedal in circles. Yeah, I mean, rollers aren't for everybody. There is that learning curve. But, I mean, I've ridden spin bikes, classic trainers. Wheel on, wheel off. But I just like my rollers. I always come back to them. There have been times when I've taken them into work in the gym and ridden a spin class on my rollers rather than on the spin bikes. The instructor says, "I can't watch." They're definitely something I'd try, Aggie. But don't just try them once and call that it. I've fallen. I'm not completely fallen in a big heap on the floor, but like I was saying to Barry, you know you're coming off when it's coming. You've got a couple of seconds. Get a foot unclipped. And I've got some just in case things anyway. On this side of me, I've got a chair, but it's back towards me. On this side of me, I've got a table. And they help, because if I'm not paying attention and I drift to one side, my leg brushes up against them before I come off the rollers, so kind of a wake-up call. I've got about 9 minutes now, 7 minutes before my next coffee stop here. That would have been a nice one, a coffee stop on. 7 watts a kilo. Right. Exactly. Maggie. Get your bike on top and ride. And that's it. Job done. I've never come across a set of rollers that have as much of a freewheel effect as the True Trainer rollers. Wow. They have a weird setup in that the rear drum has another drum inside of it, and that's where the weight is, and it gears that up. So that thing's spinning at a real rate. The one thing I will say about the True Trainer rollers, although they broadcast power, it's an estimate. They don't actually have a power sensor, and it's not very accurate. You definitely need a different power sensor, and if you've got power on your outdoor bike, then not a problem. my PR avatar's catching me up. To be honest, I would have expected it to have caught and passed me. I need a 4 watt per kilo, dude. They're coming right past me in about 5 minutes' time. No? Well, I rode one day, and a friend, came across a friend. I wasn't planning on going all the way up the Alpe, and neither was he. But I passed him at the bottom, and I was messaging him all the way up. He said, well, I'm going to wait for you at the top. And I did that one in 54 minutes. I mean, it wasn't all out, but... we were chatting all the way up. Keep an eye on the time here, I've got less than an hour now to my meeting. 25 minutes or so at the top. What sort of watt per kilo is that? About 3.5, thereabouts. A little bit humid here. Now I remember my first time on rollers. I'd gone to a friend's house and we were just gonna ride together a bit. This was long before Zwift, and he pointed at the rollers. He said, "You want to try those?" I said, "Yeah." So on I go, and I've got my phone in this hand, and I'm just kind of resting the hand on the bars, and I wanted to put my phone in my jersey pocket, so I was like, nope, nope, nope. I got it close, I'm faffing around, I can't get it in, I'm getting worried. I managed to get my phone in my pocket after about 4 attempts. Now it's okay. But he did say to me that he'd never seen anyone get to rollers as quickly as what I did that day. And when I was first getting going on them, I had to be close up against the wall, so I could start off with my elbow against the wall, and once I was going, then I could gently take my arm away. And now it's just get on, get off. There, Nick. There's Nick, I mean. So I've got a message for you, Nick. I have to say hello to you from Katie. Katie didn't get home until midnight, so yeah, she's probably still in the land of Nod, but she asked me to say hello to you. I'll pass that back. Yeah. How's Mum doing, Nick? So Saturday I drove for 4.5 hours to the west side of Wisconsin and got my 10 gigahertz microwave stuff out. We did a contest this last weekend and well, let's just say we had fun. I made a 168 kilometer contact on 10 gigahertz. That's my furthest on my gear. I did also make a 328 kilometer contact, but that was with someone else's gear. Nice. You have to get her on Zwift, Nick. My PR avatar is still catching me up here. 6 seconds adrift now. I'm trying to keep it behind me. I replaced our reverse osmosis water filter yesterday. That was job number 1 yesterday. Job number 2 was doing an oil change on Faith's car. Now, Faith's car is now finally working. Misfire, gone. Bad starting, gone. It took me 3 different sets of fuel injectors to find some that didn't weep. That was causing the engine to flood if it stood for any more than 10 minutes, making it hard to start. And the misfire was down to a bad spark plug coil. Needed to get the car sorted out this week because it goes back to university on Thursday. So now I need to fix my car. Got the fuel tank. Okay. Well, I knew what the problem was, Nick. It was just a question of finding a set that actually worked. I mean, they worked when the engine was running, but yeah. And it's not like I bought cheap ones. And I bought from a reputable supplier. The first set anyway. Come on, I've got another coffee stop. I need someone to fly past me now. I'm not going to get to use it, am I? Well, 12 minutes to the top. What am I reckoning? No, more than that. 8, 10, about 15. Not a bad time considering I've come up here on Spada. I had no plans to come up here at 3 watts a kilo all the way. Yet here I am. Appreciate you guys for keeping me company. So we'll get to the girls' university on Thursday. Going to do an oil change on Hope's car, which is there already. Check that over, make sure everything's good for winter. I know, right? Don't remind me, Nick. So, Kate's in an apartment on campus right now. She's old enough to be able to rent apartments. And Hope can go in with her. So we don't have to pay the dorm fees this year. Well, you say that, Nick, but when they're in the dorm, they have to pay so much towards food as well. And they get an allowance on their student ID card. And last year, we just paid one lot, and both girls used one, because it's more than enough to cover everything that they need to eat. Or save some money that way. But I mean, in the apartment, there is no food allowance on their ID card. We could put some there if we wanted, but they're really good cooks, both of them. And as far as accommodation is concerned, we're just paying rent for the apartment. It doesn't matter whether there's one person, two people in there. Whereas when they were in the dorm, they were both paying. So it should work out a little cheaper overall for the pair of them. Right, so Hope will have to go back in the dorm next year because she's not old enough to rent an apartment. Right, that's a big one done. Two short ones, 5 minutes. And then the final slog. So my older one's starting her fourth year in graphic design, and the younger one will be starting her second in electrical engineering, taking after Dad. She spent all summer doing calculus 2, so she doesn't have to do that in the start of the year. And it opens up possibilities for physics and one other thing in her first semester, and of course Calc 3. But they've both been getting straight A's. Proud Dad. Oh, I need to find, I'm not telling her, but I need to find a violin case before she goes back. She's got a case for her the violin that I 3D printed for her. So I've already told this story, apologies if you've heard it already. But Faith right now is on an internship with a graphic design company not far from the university. And the graphic design company does a bit of work with Michigan State, signage and things like that. And they had a little job to do for the state. We designed some signage, and Faith got an opportunity to put a design together and throw that in the mix for the state to look at, together with all of the others that the other graphic designers that the company had created. The state came in to look at the designs. They chose Faith's. No, awesome work, Faith. Well done. Yeah, I like that idea, Aggie. So I've got about 10 years to retirement now, and I've already started thinking about things that I'd like to do in retirement. And one of them is to repair amateur radio gear. I do enough of it as it is, but I don't know, something to keep the wolf from the door. Yeah, it is a big deal for a lot of reasons, Aggie. I mean, it's one heck of a thing to have to put on a resume as well. A talented musician as well. In her first year in the university, she tried out for the symphony orchestra, and she got in first violin. There goes my avatar. I'm not keeping up with it. Badum. Nice one, Nick. I think I've done pretty darn well to keep my avatar, my ghost, behind me all the way up here. Because we won't, I don't know, will we get to choose what I get at the top here? Because I'm on a CT bike. Oh yeah, I guess we will. So it's time to place your bets. I'm going to say wheels. I guess I get the coffee stop to the top, or a part way at least. Thanks, guys. I'm all sweaty all over my bar tape here. That doesn't happen very often.
Stop.
"66 minutes up the Alpe is not to be sniffed at, considering I did it on a heavy PT bike. I'm pleased with that. Lang's doing 8 watts a kilo here. I'm catching my avatar, my ghost. Hey, thank you very much for the raid. Hi, Flicker. Yes, buddy. Almost at the top here. Get a ride down in a minute. Switch bikes. Let's see how much time we've got to go on this Espada. Alright, we'll see what we get in a few seconds here. Here's the top. Off the one done. I didn't make that one up as strong. What do we get? What do we get? What's the Summit Seeker? Oh yeah, I know. There you go, Aggie. Nice work. Guess I've still got a bit of coffee stock to go. These guys can get me around here. Give him a ride on for getting me to the top. Come on, go. There we go. Oh well, nearly, oh excuse me, 360 minutes, so that's 6 hours. 1 minute away from 6 hours of riding on the Espada. 1200 minutes to go. I've total. Alright, let's switch bikes and wheels. Get ready to go down. Some descenting, got half an hour before my meeting, plenty of time. I want to get these Cannondale bikes maxed out so I can get the rollerblade bike. I mean, I know it's not a particularly good bike, but it's a crazy bike. I'll use that to lead group rides. I'm pleased with that climb. Let's just say I'm not going down as hot as I came up. Yeah. But my older daughter called me while I was driving back from St Croix on Sunday. We talked for about an hour while I was driving, and yeah, I enjoyed that. I mean, she calls my wife pretty much daily, but when we talk, I mean, she's always been daddy's girl. You know, I could ask her to help me with anything, and she'd jump at the chance. Younger one, she's very solitary, very quiet, very timid. And in some ways, I used to be like that. But I went to the university and gave a presentation back in February, and both of my daughters were there to watch Dad. And at the end of it, I spoke with Hope and said, "I used to be like you, and look what I've just done." So yeah, she'll come out of her shell, I'm sure. Yeah, the Espada is time-based, so. But I had to get up before my and back down before my meeting, so I had a time crunch today. Really doesn't matter where I ride the Espada. Look at that, 25k to go to my next upgrade. It's going to be down to about 15 by the time I get to the bottom, isn't it? Next time out, I'll get the upgrade on this Cannondale. So my tour, thanks for the ride on, Nick. My tour at Andrews University, which is part of our church, and my church has quite a healthful message. So we don't drink, don't smoke, don't take caffeine. So the chances of them getting into trouble with alcohol and things like that is a lot slimmer than it would be if they were anywhere else. So I think Hope finished her Calc 2 yesterday. So it doesn't give me a lot of time, but I want to spend a little bit of time with her, go through some electronics stuff, some basic electronics stuff, show her how a transistor works, things like that. Help just give her a little bit of a head start. You can have mine, Nick. I was in Walmart yesterday. I went to pick engine oil up for Faith's car, and I have a route that I walk in Walmart. I go past where the pizzas are, and if there's any reduced ones, I'll grab those. Put them in the freezer. Then I go past the meats, and if there's anything reduced there, I'll do the same thing, grab those and put them in the freezer when I get home. And then I go at the back of the store where they put the reduced bakery stuff and have a look there. Yesterday, they had these huge cookies. There was just 2 in the box. I mean, these things are as big as a CD. And so I got a box of those. I had one yesterday. I've got another one yet. Might take that to work today. And tomorrow, although it was last week, tomorrow, my team leader's getting a cake in for me, celebrating my anniversary, my Kimberly-Clark anniversary. I worked for KC for 40 years now. That was last Tuesday. I don't see that often these days, someone working for the same company for so long. I mean, I've had a number of different jobs in the company, but yeah. August the 12th, 1985 I started. Hey there, Katie. I did pass your message on. Nick said hello to you as well. Good morning. So now I've passed the message on back, Nick. Good to hear you got back. Thanks for the messages. I'm glad you made it on stream. No, there was one guy in one of the mills that had 3 years more than me, and he's retired now. There was another guy that had a few months more than me, and he retired, was it last year? So I think I'm the longest serving person in IT now. Look at that. Yeah, I got a feather on the way down. Go Swift. Let's use it. Probably slow me down. Nice, Aggie. What do you think you're going to do in retirement? So, I said I went to St. Croix. The guy's house that we were at, he's retired and certainly knows his stuff as far as microwave stuff is concerned. He's been building homes and all kinds of things for. I was in my element in his basement, looking around all the stuff that he's done and what he's got. I need to send him an email today. Nice. Yeah, well, definitely have to visit the Lake District, Taggy. Give my parents a wave when you do. Then you can go over to Yorkshire and visit Nick. Kendall mint cake. Nick, Kendall mint cake. He's got to get some Kendall mint cake. Fish and chips. A chip butty. And a Yorkshire hot dog. You can show him how to make those. You're anything like me, Aggie. Last time I visited the UK, I came back weighing quite a bit more than what I did when I went. Yeah, well, if and when you visit Wisconsin, Aggie, you're in the northwest of Wisconsin, we definitely ride around Lake Winnebago. We'll ride the Race the Lake route. That'll be about 100 miles. It was Race the Lake this last weekend, so I get to mix two of my hobbies, cycling and amateur radio, because it's the local amateur radio groups that support Race the Lake. Actually, I didn't get an email this year asking for permission to use our repeater. I usually get that. I didn't listen, so I don't know if they did or not. I'm the chairman of our repeater group. No, Aggie, you've got to go over and in time for the Fred. Ride the Fred. The Fred Witten Challenge. I want to go and do that. 112 miles, 5 passes, 5 Lake District passes. At one point, they hit 30-odd% incline. Alright, we'll get this kilometre finished here. Yeah, it is climbing, that's for sure. But what goes up must come down. I think most people do, Aggie. So we went to Mackinac a few years ago, and there's the island there. There are no vehicles on it, but there's lots of bike rental places. So we rented tandems, and there's this one climb there that goes up to a fort, and I don't know what grade it was, but me and Hope stood on the pedals and got up there as far as we could, and then waited for Yolanda and Faith. There we go. Job done. That'll do. Ooh. Pretty good timing. I've got 15 minutes before my meeting. Well, I'm going to call that it. I'll be back. I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow yet. Might be another Alpe. We'll see. But I'll be back tomorrow no matter what. So, have a great Monday, everybody. Thank you very much for joining me. And we look forward to seeing you again soon. Oh, that's funny. There it is. Yeah. Cheers, Nick. Thanks, buddy. Aggie, Katie, everybody else out there. Take care. Have a great Monday. Bye for now. Oh, sorry, Nick. My finger slipped. Quack. Quack, 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 quack. black. Nearly, Nick. We'll let you have break of dawn when it's done. Oh, it's done. Well, just for you, Nick, we'll do break of dawn. Thanks for hanging around. Here you go. And I won't talk all over this one. Oops, I did.
I've been drinking water for some time. Picking up the
Thanks very much. Have a great day.
all my life. Didn't get to solve it this time. How am I to break apart? Don't tell me why we can't collide. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Don't you feel it? Don't you feel it? On the break of dawn, I'll follow you to carry on. On the break of dawn, wake up.